Good morning, welcome to this morning's meditation here on the Deanne Awakening Love page. Please say hi and where you're tuning in from. Welcome to this morning's meditation session with me, Deanne, on this page. Good morning, good evening or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world right now. I can see a few of you. Hello. How are you all today? We've got another rainy, very still, cloudy day today. Good morning, Washington. Just going to give you all a few moments to see the notification so you can find this live. Good morning, Berlin. Lovely to have you here. I noticed that the time is creeping up now, so I need to get up a bit earlier or get ready a bit earlier or something. We've gone from 8 a.m. to 8:30. I'll get back on it. Good morning, California. How are you all this morning? It's a new day. It's a new day, new beginning, new possibilities, new world. Not sure what I'm going to share with you all today. I never really know. It's just whatever comes through at the time. Good morning. Lovely to see familiar faces. Good morning. So yeah, it's a lot cooler here, cloudy, very still though again outside. Hardly any movement in the trees. I can see through the window over there. I woke up quite early, not as early as usual. I did sleep really well last night, so that's always good. A little bit achy, went to see the chiropractor again yesterday. Just noticed I've gone a bit achy again, but I'm sure that'll settle down over the next few days. Generally my back is healing now. Just got to make sure that I maintain it that way. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so how are things with you wherever you are in the world? What's happening with you? I've got my Bali necklace on today that was a gift of some friends of mine that they got from Bali for me. It's got the Rudraksha beads in, but they're very, very tiny ones. Like in this necklace, it's got the same. And then it's got some turquoise in it. And then I think those are just sort of glass cut beads. But it's really pretty. I'm going to start wearing more of these things that I have. Good morning, good morning. So, let's all just take a breath, shall we? And start by tuning into just being here together again, as we continue this meditation journey that we've been doing now for over 60 days. Thank you. Yes, I really like it too. I really like it. I also have this one on as well, which my mum made this one, pretty sure. Yeah. You've had peace in your mind the last few days. Good. Wonderful. So important to remain in that space of peace and love. And that's why we're all gathering here, so that we can emanate that into the world and be more of that peace and more of that love for ourselves and each other. So let's just put our hands on our heart chakra, take a breath in, breathe down into the belly. Breathe out slowly. And just closing our eyes for a moment, just to come into the space of peace and silence without any distractions. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out fully. Just a couple more breaths. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out fully. The whole world is looking to America. Yeah. So we're going to look at visualization this morning. How many of you visualize your day, use visualization in meditation? Use it to create a new world, something that we want to see. Because we can spend time every day visualizing our day. We can do this in the morning and we can visualize how our day is going to go. We can visualize a new world, a new way. We can visualize the light moving into the world and opening people's hearts and minds. You know, we might feel useless at times. We might feel like we can't do anything, we can't contribute anything, and there's difficulties going on around the world and challenges. But our contribution is visualization, is being in our truth, is staying steadfast on our journey, on our awakening, because that is helping the world. Might not feel like it. It's like I was saying the other day, you know, it's the butterfly effect. What you are, what your vibration is, what you're tuning into, what you're creating, what you're manifesting, what you're visualizing, what you're being in every cell of your body has a ripple effect. And that ripple effect affects the people around you, it affects your family, your friends, your town, your cities, your countries, you know. It affects everything. It ripples out. Your vibration ripples out into the universe and gives a message to the universe. Which is why, you know, the idea of the law of attraction exists, because what you are being and feeling and the vibration that you're giving off is creating your experience to some extent. And as you give out that vibration, the world then meets that and brings something similar to you. And these are like the paradigms of the new paradigms, the old paradigms, the levels of understanding and connection with the world are dependent on where you are with your awareness, where you are with your vibration, what messages you're giving out to the world. Because our vibration creates a dimensional reality. So when we're in a space of more love and more peace, we tend to experience more love and peace in our lives, in the world around us, in the people around us. If we're fighting with ourselves about something, if we're unsure with ourselves about something, or we're putting ourselves down in some way, then often we'll have somebody show up that mirrors that back to us, that is maybe not so kind to us, to help us to recognize the way that we're speaking to ourselves. Does anyone have any questions this morning about spirituality, about meditation, or want to share anything that's going on for them at the moment? You can see we're a slightly smaller group here this morning. So let me know if you've got anything that you want to share, any questions that you want to ask. I'm really happy to answer them, as you know. And I'll just give it a few moments, and if not, we'll just move into meditation. I'm not feeling to speak so much this morning unless anyone wants to ask me anything. It's also really good to have times of quietness, which is what meditation is all about, of course. Going into the silence. Because when we really connect deeply to ourselves and our inner voice and the silence, we often receive the answers that we need. We receive inspiration and guidance and wisdom and the things that we need at this time, but we have to be able to slow down, to turn down the noise of the world around us, so that we can continue to tune in to ourselves and listen to our inner voice and our inner knowing and our inner wisdom. And any answers or inspiration that we might need to know is always coming from that space of silence, that place of silence. But often we're too busy doing and creating and engaging that we forget that just to come back to ourselves, just to be still, is often full of all that we need, full of the answers that we need, full of the peace that we need, full of the joy that we need. And it's so simple. It really is so very simple to just stop and be with yourself. But turning down the noise is essential for our mental health and well-being, especially when there is so much going on in the world and there is so many views and ideas and conflicts and messages, and there's so many minds believing they are individual minds with opinions and beliefs, and the world is just full of it. So it's kind of like walking into a mental health hospital. You've just got everybody's minds are there to see, everybody's beliefs, conditionings, ideas about everything on social media are there to see. And it's full of everything from peace and love and togetherness to hatred and conflict and disruption, and there's just everything. And there's an outpouring of the collective unrest, the collective trauma. There's an outpouring of the collective trauma in social media, on the media. So if you continually watch all of this and absorb all of it, of course it's going to affect you in a really deep way, and it's going to stop you from listening to that inner voice, from even being able to hear that inner wisdom and guidance. So we have to turn down the noise, we have to shut the noise out so that we can begin to hear ourselves again, and we can begin to tune into our power and our purpose and our inspiration and our wisdom, and hear whatever life wants to gift us, show us, inspire us with. I've noticed myself smiling more during meditation, a silent smile. That's lovely. So what can you turn down the noise on in your life? What can you cut out or release or let go of that's creating too much noise in your environment? Maybe that's physically, mentally, emotionally. How can you protect your space? Be caring of yourself, compassionate towards yourself. So we're going to go into the meditation now. So just breathing again into the belly. And you can put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And just breathe in, closing your eyes. Really just going within your own being now. as we close the doors to all the outside noise and just focus within. And today we're going to bring in all the suffering of the world into our hearts to be transmuted, to be transformed. We're going to breathe out love and compassion to the world. So we're going to begin by breathing in the suffering of the world. This may feel like a big task, but the vastness of your being can hold all of this and more. So breathing in the suffering of the world, and if you want to focus on one area in the world, you can do that too. Breathing it into your heart and breathing out love and compassion for the world. Breathing in all the suffering of the world. Breathing out love and compassion for the world. Breathing in all the suffering of the world. Breathing out love and compassion for the world. Breathing in all the suffering of the world. Breathing out love and compassion for the world. Breathing in all the suffering of the world. Breathing out love and compassion for the world. continuing to breathe in all the suffering in the world. Breathing out love and compassion for the world. And just continuing to breathe in the suffering of the world. Breathe it into your heart, where it can be transformed and transmuted. Breathing out peace and compassion. And just be patient with yourself. Continuing to breathe in the suffering of the world into the heart chakra. And breathing out love and compassion. And continuing to breathe in the suffering of the world. And maybe moving your awareness to another area, to other people who are suffering. Breathing out love and compassion. breathing easily and gently, continuing to allow the transformation of the suffering in your heart, and breathing out love and compassion, noticing how you feel. And in your own time, you can, just taking a deep breath into the belly, begin to open your eyes. And give yourself a moment You may need to have a little stretch. Thank you for being here this morning for this morning's meditation here on the Deanne Awakening Love page. You can connect with me here and also on my Deanne G page. I'm available to work with you one-to-one. Please check out my website www.awakeninglove.co.uk. I will include my PayPal link in the description of this video and my website information for any of you that would like to contribute to my PayPal, of course. I'm deeply grateful for any contributions. I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow, being with you here in this sacred space. Have a beautiful, peaceful day. Much love to you all, wherever you are in the world and whenever you may come across this video. I'll be back here again tomorrow around 8 AM British Summer Time, London time, and I look forward to being with you then. Namaste.